So, a lot of people like to think that life with abo- people don't like to consider abortion as murder. Well, first off, it is. You're killing, even if you're not killing directly a baby itself, you're killing the embryo. Literally, it's a living. The baby is forming in the mother in his or her mother's womb. Okay, so in life there's a conception. It even says in the Bible, Psalm 139:13. Here it is. Verse 13, for you formed me inward parts, my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. Now I'll read you the whole passages leading up to it. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with me always. Me with all my ways, even before a word is on my tongue. Behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. You beset me behind and face, and lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Where shall I go from your spirit? Or where shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, let only darkness cover me, and the light about me be night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is bright as the day, for darkness is as light with you. For you formed my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am wondrous made, wonderful are your works. So literally, God formed every one of us in our mother's wombs at conception, starting at conception. And another thing that I want to say is that Jesus Christ, there's a deeper meaning behind the crucifixion. And you can read this from Exodus 12:5. This kind of proves the point of, like, it talks about in Leviticus, it's mentioned in Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Exodus a bunch of times throughout. And if you know Jewish tradition back then or Hebrew tradition, the act of giving offering a lamb to sacrifice or like a young bull as like a peace offering, guilt offering, or for certain things, Jesus Christ literally came. If you heard the term before, he came as a lamb. Jesus Christ came as a lamb without blemish to offer himself as a sacrifice so that our sins can be forgiven. And there's just one verse in chapter 7, Leviticus chapter 7, that I'm going to read it out loud because it's literally like what Jesus did. So I'm just going to read starting from chapter 7. This is of Leviticus. This is the law of the guilt offering. It is most holy. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, they shall kill the guilt offering, and its blood shall be thrown on the altar round about. And all its fat shall be offered, the fat tail, the fat that covers the entrails, the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them at the loins, and the appendage of the liver which they shall take away. With the kidneys, the priest shall burn them on the altar as an offering by fire to the Lord. It is a guilt offering. Every male among the priests may eat of it. It shall be eaten in a holy place. It is most holy. The guilt offering is like the sin offering. There is one law for them. The priest who makes an ointment with it shall have it, and the priest who offers any man's burnt offering shall have for himself the skin of the burnt offering which he has offered. So literally, and even when Jesus was hung, the Romans were beating with his garments, which could represent like the organs, like the kidneys and the appendix that is mentioned. And it says time and time, it says more than once, it is most holy. It is most holy. Jesus was holy and perfect. He was a lamb without blemish. Exodus 12:5. The animals you choose must be year-old males without defect, you take them from sheep or goats. Literally, Jesus Christ was literally perfect. He came as a lamb. He offered himself as a sacrifice, and his blood was spilled, like on the rock and on the cross. Literally, that could be like the rock itself was the altar. He shed his blood for us, so our sins can be forgiven. Just like before he came in the Old Testament, how people would offer sacrifices like this, young bulls or goats or sheep as an offering, to repay God for what they did or to offer peace offerings. He literally did that for us. So it's something really cool to think about. And there's a bunch it mentions. If you want to dig deeper in this, go to Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And if you still, and again, the main thing is like consumption starts at when your mother and your dad go into each other. Starts at consumption. When you are developing in your mother's womb. That is where God is developing you. That is when you are born. And even if people say, oh, it's not murder or it's not killing because it's not a baby, I didn't kill the baby. You are killing and denying a human baby that is still forming in the mother's womb you're denying that developing baby to breathe and to live. You're denying it. Okay, you're taking away that right that unborn child has to live and to breathe and to walk among us.